This is the assignment, and this is Miss T talking tea as usual. And the lesson for today is awareness is a superpower. Let that sink in for a minute. I need you to put on your listening ears, and I need you to hear me, feel me, and understand what I'm about to tell you. Because you see, the moment you become aware of something, your habits, your patterns, your thoughts, your energy, your surroundings, you gain power over it. What used to control you starts to lose its grip, and what used to be automatic starts to become a choice. Awareness is that quiet voice that whispers, wait, this don't feel right. It's that gut feeling that says, I've been here before. I know better this time. It's that pause between reacting and responding, and in that pause lives your strength. When you are aware, you stop letting people play you like a game. You stop moving through life on autopilot. You start seeing through distractions, lies, and old cycles. You start creating your own reality instead of living in someone else's script. So you see, awareness doesn't make life perfect. It makes you powerful. It gives you clarity. And with clarity comes better choices. Better choices bring better results. And that's where transformation begins. You see, awareness is the most underrated superpower you ever possessed. It doesn't come with capes or lasers or fancy effects, but it comes with quiet observation, self-control, and the ability to see life from a higher view. So once you become aware, you can't unsee what you've seen. You can't unfeel what your soul has revealed. And that's where real power begins. Not in controlling others, but in mastering yourself. You see, most people walk through life on autopilot. They wake up, scroll, rush, work, complain, and repeat. No reflection, no pause, no checking in with themselves. That's not living, that's surviving. But awareness pulls you out of the cycle, and it makes you notice what you think, how you react, what you attract, and what you allow. You start realizing that half of your stress and your pain and confusion come from things you unconsciously tolerate. You see, awareness says, hold on, baby. Why am I always drained after talking to this person? Ooh, woohoo! Have y'all been there? After talking to somebody, you feel tired and drained? Like, what in the world? But awareness asks, why do I keep repeating this same situation with a different face? Awareness whispers, this version of me is tired of pretending. And when you start asking those questions, life shifts, because you stop living in a reaction and you start living with intention. Think about it. You can't change what you're not aware of. Let me say that again. You cannot change what you're not aware of. If you don't notice your patterns, you'll keep repeating them. And if you don't notice your emotions, you'll keep letting them run wild. If you don't notice your energy, you'll keep giving it away to things that don't serve you. Awareness is like turning the lights on in a room you've been stumbling through in the dark. The furniture was always there. You just couldn't see it before. And when you become aware, you take your power back. See, you want to be aware. You want to be aware of everything. You stop letting people trigger you because you understand your emotions. You stop making impulsive decisions because you recognize your patterns. You stop chasing validation because you know your work doesn't come from approval. It comes from alignment. Awareness gives you choice, and choice gives you freedom. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted for a minute, because awareness can hurt. It can. Seeing yourself clearly means facing your flaws, your fears, and your false beliefs. It's uncomfortable at first because it forces accountability. And you realize that maybe it wasn't them every time. Maybe it was something in you that needed healing. That's where growth begins, in the mirror moments. The moment where you say, I see now. And now that I see it, I can change it. So yeah, awareness is your superpower. Not the kind that makes you fly, but the kind that makes you rise. It's what separates those who evolve from those who stay stuck. It's what turns pain into purpose and confusion into clarity. Once you master awareness, you don't chase peace, you create it. And when you walk with the kindness of awareness, or should I say when you walk with awareness, nothing and no one can manipulate your energy again. And that is real power. Because you see, awareness will humble you before it empowers you. Because once your eyes open, you start seeing everything. Your toxic traits, your avoiding habits, your emotional triggers, and your patterns of self-sabotage. You can't blame everybody else anymore. You can't hide behind excuses or point fingers. That's the point of awakening. But it's also the gift. You see, the truth is most people fear awareness because it demands honesty. It forces you to stop running from yourself. It calls you out when you're playing small, settling for less, or staying where you don't belong. You see, awareness whispers, you know better now. And that voice, even when it's inconvenient, it won't let you go back to sleep. You start noticing how your energy shifts around certain people. You realize not every friend is for you. Not every opportunity is meant to be grabbed. And not every emotion needs a reaction. You see, you begin to see the difference between peace and comfort. One grows you. The other keeps you stuck. That's awareness. It sharpens your discernment and raises your standards. You'll even start catching yourself mid-thought, realizing how often you speak against your own blessings. You'll stop staying and saying things like, I'm broke, or nothing ever works out for me. Because awareness is going to teach you that words are spells. I tell y'all that all the time. Watch your mouth, because you are creating spells. You'll start speaking from a higher place. Money flows to me easily. Money flows to me effortlessly. Money comes to me fast. Money comes to me. I am a money magnet. Peace is my baseline. I am becoming my best self. And slowly that inner dialogue rewires your life. The deeper your awareness, look at me, your awareness. The deeper your awareness grows, the less you argue, chase, or explain yourself. You move different. And you don't need to prove your worth to nobody. Your energy does that for you. You no longer feed into the gossip, the drama, or negativity, because you recognize how draining that vibration is. Ooh, baby. You protect your peace like it's your paycheck. You move in silence, not because you're hiding, but because you align. See, I always say move in silence, but people tell me, you should be moving in silence. Why not? Why not? Tell me why. Tell me why I should move in silence. Because you moving loud? Awareness brings peace, but it also brings power. You become unshakable because you understand that everything, even the pain, serves a purpose. Every loss, every delay, every betrayal is a lesson pushing you closer to your higher self. And so once you see life that way, you stop asking why me and start saying, try me. Try me. James Brown said that. Didn't he say, try me? Try me, try me, try me. Try me and see. See, awareness isn't a trend. It's transformation. It's the ability to look at your life from the inside out and say, this is who I am. This is what I've learned. And this is how I'll rise. It's freedom from illusion and liberation from fear. What you talking about? It's what makes you a conscious creator instead of a passive participant. So stay awake and keep paying attention, because the more aware you become, the less you tolerate confusion, chaos, and anything that drains your spirit and not say what I said. You'll walk lighter, love smarter, and move wiser. And that's what real evolution looks like. Not perfection, but presence. Because in the end, awareness doesn't just change your mind, it changes your entire life. With that being said, this is the assignment, and the lesson for today is awareness is your superpower. Let that sink in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the videos. Bye.